Hello again, I'm Mrs. Gregory and this is my YouTube series 11 Days to the 11 Plus. If you haven't seen my previous videos in this series, do have a look at them after you've watched this one because they're full of useful stuff that will help you with the grammar school entrance exams. The links will come up at the end, so keep watching. Today we're going to be revising codes which almost always come up in some form in the grammar school entrance exams, usually in the verbal reasoning sections. Now, lots of children find these hard, but they're not, and I'm going to show you how to do them. So, because there are different types of code questions, we're going to do this in two parts. So, episode 1 of this is today and episode 2 will be tomorrow, part 2. But first of all, the answers to yesterday's questions on hidden words. And up come the questions. You had to find a hidden word of 4 letters in chocolate has a lovely cocoa taste, and the answer is coat. And the second question was paste poured from the glue pot, and the answer was step. And the last one, don't send enormous items by post, and the answer was sight. So how did you do? If you used the method I taught you in yesterday's episode, looking at the first few letters in each word from the second word onwards to see if they could make a word ending, it should only have taken you a few seconds to do each one. And then that leaves you with valuable extra time for other slightly more challenging questions. So now on to look at codes, part 2. As we said, they're usually in the verbal reasoning section of the paper. So before we start, if you haven't done it already, pause the video now and write the alphabet across the top of your paper. If it's easier to fit it in, then turn the paper to landscape. It's important to have it all in one line. Now, it might be a good idea to print off a few of these on your computer and just save it so that you can print another one off whenever you need it. Now, code questions come in a number of formats, so let's look at the basic questions in which you're required to work out which letters represent which numbers and vice versa. Vice versa means the other way around. So, here we go, code breakers, let's get cracking. Take a look at these. The codes for 3 of these words are given in random order, and the words, as you can see, bail, beat, bolt, late, and the codes 5632, 5134, 3124, but we don't know in which order. And the question is, find the code for the word teal, T-E-A-L. So write these on your paper to help you look at the words and see if anything strikes you. Now I can see straight away that one of the words starts with L and one of the codes starts with a different number to the others. So we know straight away that the code for the word late is 3124. So we need to rearrange the order of these letters and we have the code for teal. How simple is that? Can you do that? Okay, the answer is 2413. Now, it might help you when you're doing this type of question to write the numbers underneath the letters on your question paper. You can do this and it can save you time trying to hold that in your head. So on to other questions using this particular code. Find the code for the word beat. Now, if you go back to your words, we already know that E is 4, A is 1 and T is 2. So we just need to find B. I can see that 3 words begin with B, so we look at the number codes and see if there are 3 that start with the same number or any that start with the same number, and yes, they do. So we now know that B equals 5. So the code for beat must be 5412. Okay, have a go at the last question using the letters and numbers that you've already written down. You don't have to do each one from scratch. So find the word that has the number code 5612. So it's the other way round. And the answer is boat, B-O-A-T. Now that required you to use a little bit of logic to work out which number represented the letter O. And I'm going to leave you with a practice question now, and I'm going to tell you the answers tomorrow. So we'll also be looking at codes part 2 tomorrow, and remember the links to previous episodes will be coming up at the very end. So if you've missed any, do have a watch of them. Right, questions. The number codes for 3 of these 4 codes are listed in random order, very similar to the question we've just done today. So work out the code to answer the questions. Hold, toll, host, shot. 3265, 3214, 5211. Write those down. Find the code for the word host. Find the code for the word told. Find the word that has the number code 6125. Now pause the video because I'm sure you didn't get all of that down that quickly. So pause and rewind and go over it. And here come the links. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode and I hope you found it helpful. If you have, please share it with your friends and please give us a like. If you want to subscribe, that's great, but you need to ask your parents first. So I'll see you again tomorrow for episode 2 of Codes, which is Codes Part 2. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.